Here's Reese fighting Malonga for the slam. Dominic Malonga throws it down. Here's Reese fighting Malonga for the slam. Dominic Malonga throws it down. Here's Reese fighting Malonga for the slam. Dominic Malonga throws it down. Okay. LeBron James, Jaylen Brown, and the Sixers to the contestant. The Knicks are finally. I'll miss you, LeBron. You beat us and you got our player. It's unbelievable. The Sixers to the contestant. The Knicks are If you're following the Nolan Wells case, then I need you to answer this question. If they were advocates to come here hundreds and even thousands of people on Long Island at the time. According to the friend Lauren, that he did a couple of interviews and said there's hundreds of birds, thousands of people. How come not a single one of them is coming forward to say that they saw something or heard something? If something happened on that island specifically, somebody would have heard it, somebody would have seen it. If there was that many people, there's at least one eyewitness. Where he was found right washed up in shore, from what we understand. I was able to confirm that it wasn't like a separate little pond area or like a little, ocean pond. No, it was literally on shore. That tells me it happened in the ocean. It didn't happen on the land. It happened on the ocean. Because the tide's going to push it up to the shore, push the body to the shore. So if something did happen to no one else, it didn't happen on land. It happened in the ocean. Now, I'm not saying it happened hundreds and hundreds of feet out there, but it didn't happen on land. If something nefarious did definitely happen to him, it happened on the ocean. And then he washed up on land. Well, on the shore. If you're following the Nolan Wells case, then I need you to answer this question for me. If there were hundreds upon hundreds and even thousands of people on Long Island at the time, according to the friend Warren, that he did a couple of interviews and said there was hundreds of birds, thousands of people, how come not a single one of them is coming forward to say that they saw something or heard something? If something happened on that island specifically, somebody would have heard it, somebody would have seen it. If there was that many people, there was at least one eyewitness. Where he was found right washed up in shore, from what we understand. I was able to confirm that it wasn't like a separate little pond area or like a little, little oceany pond. No, it was literally on the shore. That tells me it happened in the ocean. It didn't happen on the land. It happened on the ocean. Because the tide's going to push it up to the shore, push the body to the shore. So if something did happen to Nolan Wells, it didn't happen on land. It happened in the ocean.
So am I left to believe that he goes out swimming all on his own, and the friend girl leaves, the mates from school leave, everybody just leaves him out in the water and he dies, and then just conveniently washes his door? So they just left him out in the water? Does that make sense to you? you? You're saying the park ranger found him. That leads me to believe there were no friends, there was no newly met girlfriend. So am I left to believe that he goes out swimming all on his own, and the friend girl leaves, the mates from school leave, everybody just leaves him out in the water and he dies, and then just conveniently washes ashore? So it just left him out in the water? Does that make sense to you? You're saying the park ranger found him. That leads me to believe there were no friends, there was no newly met girlfriend. So am I left to believe that he goes out swimming all on his own, and the friend girl leaves, the mates from school leave, everybody just leaves him out in the water and he dies?
Listen, me looking down here. Backers for 3. Trying to bring this thing a little bit closer. It was looking like we was getting the blowout status, but maybe not so much. Olivia, Magic, look at single leg up. Come on. Just when you thought they was getting back in this, Olivia says, let's do that. Me cool looking down here. Backers for 3.
Hey, dude. What's wrong with you? That blood, that's what you're the way I feel, it looks like it's never I've been here.
I've been kind of everywhere in real estate.
Oof, you probably should have stayed there. That would have been your best.
Ooh.
Says every racist emperor doesn't like that those gentlemen who black families get justice for something like this. Anyway, go ahead.
The parents of no one else needs their own state.
Damn, that's a bold statement towards a family that just lost their son unexpectedly, but
I've been kind of everywhere in real estate.
what's your name?
Hard to read it. Oh, well, that's good. Hard to read it. Kind of like hard to hit. It's actually harder reading. I can play on words or something. I have been sent down to take over from Chief last night's unfortunate event.
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
You have any documentation to prove that? So, you really want to see my documentation, fucker?
Yeah, see his documentation. Make him show it to you.
None of you crappy motherfuckers got no work to do?
And there he is.
What happened to you, Officer Dixon?
Just banked it up a little bit while I was some guy out a fucking window, you know. Usual.
Yeah? You never taught me that one at the academy.
Which fucking academy you go to?
Who's coming along with that Angela Hayes case?
That thing's coming along with mind your own fucking business case.
Other things coming along with the handing of gun and your badge. Hand me your gun and your badge. Just get the fuck out of my station house, man.
What's going on?
Yeah, what can I do for you today, sir? What's your name? Read it. yeah.
That the president. Too many. How?
Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I'm going to try to squeeze this information in real fast. Now, all of you know I'm a licensed funeral director and embalmer. I'm going to speak about something about Northern Wells. Some of y'all may be able to stomach it, some of you won't. It may be a trigger one for some of y'all. Either way it go, if you can stay. If you can't, go ahead and move on. All right, now, Attorney Ben Crump in his office has released a statement saying that the second autopsy that was done in Washington, D.C. Somebody asked me, because I'm a licensed funeral director and
Ain't ready yet, P.
it's like, okay, fine, I didn't plan on doing it, but I'll do it. Now, when a medical examiner does an autopsy, there are certain body parts that are been examined for autopsy purposes, for records purposes. Everything should be written down. Everything needs to be documented. Yes. In other organs, yes, they are. But after an autopsy is completed, the visceral organs and all other stuff is put in and placed in a biohazard bag, and it is also accompanied with the body of the deceased. So when Nolan Wells' body got to Washington, D.C., all of his body parts that were examined by the medical examiner in Corner, Mississippi, should have gone with him to D.C. Nothing should have been missing. Now, I went and specifically in the state of Mississippi, is it normal practice for certain body parts to be missing after an autopsy and, being sent somewhere else for a disposition or a second autopsy? And the answer that I got back was no, it is not normal for body parts to be missing. Under certain circumstances, certain body parts could be missing, but those circumstances are like if a person passed away from infectious or communicable disease. We know that that's not the case. So, under normal circumstances, there is no reason why anything should have been missing from Nolan's body. And if for any reason they decided, okay, well, we have to get rid of this particular body part, that should have been documented and the information should have been sent to whoever was receiving the body after the medical examiner or coroner was finished with their examination. After that,
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. Let's take a look at the numbers for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Reed is out there with Washington. And it's Dillingham in at the point guard position. And for Atlanta, filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at the point guard. We've got a battle of the big men inside, Clark. Both teams with talented front courts.
Well, these teams rely heavily on their 4 and 5 guys, Kevin. It's going to be, I think, a lot of fun to watch. So keep that isolated cam on the paint area. That's where most of the action is going to take place.
Yeah, Johnson has developed into a good three-point shooter and looking for opportunities to take advantage. Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
Going in there, and Johnson playing big.
Washington passes to Reed. Porzingis with the steal. Outside Daniels. Pass to Porzingis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
For all that's said about his perimeter work, Porzingis benefits a lot when he's making an impact inside. That makes defending him all the more challenging.
And then Washington with the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Rizachet after the basket by Minnesota. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Young's shot is off. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Bulls. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Johnson outside, beyond the arc. Good on the triple. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
When coaches talk about starting fast, this is what they mean.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Edwards, no good.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Johnson against Washington. Slam dunk by Johnson.
It is so much fun watching these guys just throw it down. Jalen Johnson can do it with the best of them.
Timberwolves trail by 4. McDaniel sets a screen for Washington. Pass to Edwards. Back to Washington. Johnson with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Rizachet. Johnson with a screen on Edwards. Daniels passes to Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Johnson's got 12 in the game.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
Reed with a screen for Washington. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Hawks leading by 6. Daniels kicks to Porzingis. Young outside. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Fires for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark, with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team. And with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
Atlanta with the ball, following the 3 by Minnesota. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 15.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Inside, Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, this team takes on a different attitude when Porzingis imposes his will like that. His energy and attitude, infectious.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, the Kid.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion.
Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
And there's Brown. That's good on the assist from Clarkson.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
The Hawks leading by 4. Pass to Bufkin. This one for 3. And Berger pulls it down. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Now Randall. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And he's good on the 3 ball.
That's a nice kick out. Randall knew.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Minnesota also with the sub. Washington's checked in. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Johnson. Here's Okongwu. Still scoreless. Johnson, good. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Down kicks to Washington. The screen from Brown. And it's Washington missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Buffkin, at 3 off the mark. That will count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The Hawks on top. They're up by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Jalen Johnson is out there with Newell. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Buffkin in at the 1. So that's the Hawks 5. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Well, the kid in their last game against Chicago was tremendous. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really set off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Now, here's Washington. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Brown sets a screen for Washington. Over Okongwu. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 15 points for the kid.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
The Hawks again can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 3. It's deflected and taken away by Johnson. And here's the fast break. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got 19 points.
And we've been watching Jalen Johnson build this confidence, taking it to the defense there. Big game tonight.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Last 2 minutes on the drop 10. Are we down? I'm below, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. 6 threes in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes on the drop 10. Are we down? I'm below, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. 6 threes in your face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see. Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a big squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak.
Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Edwards, he's checked in for Robinson. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. Yeah.
That's a damn shame. Got up, sit back down, sit up, sit down.
Have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Atlanta with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Okongwu. Johnson for three. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 6th rebound on the night.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's Young. He has yet to score. The three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Washington's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
The muscle from Edwards.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Young. Will it go? A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Randall is screen on Young. Washington passes to Randall. Yes, that goes in. Randall's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
So for the Hawks, Zinkas, he's checked in for Okongwu. Reza Shea is coming in for Newell. And Daniels subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Randall. McDaniels comes in for Brown. And Dillingham subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
And here's Edwards. After Jalen Johnson getting his shot to go from deep.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
5 to shoot. Just his first attempt. Daniels, no good. Minnesota leading by 5. Edwards with a tough shot.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. And here's Johnson outside, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
He has been dropping bombs since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since then.
Reed with a screen for Washington. Pass to Reed. Here's Dillingham. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Daniels with it. Picked up by Edwards. Reza Shea at the elbow. Here's Daniels. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And this kid, Reza Shea, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Now, here's Washington. McDaniels, a screen on Johnson. Washington finds McDaniels. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Washington. He's got 21. Outside Daniel. Johnson sets the screen for Young. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Washington, that's good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now, here is Young. 43 points out last game. Well, good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
McDaniels gets a wide-open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 6 assists in the game. There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. The Hawks trail by 7. Young dishes to Daniels. Johnson, the pass to Porzingis. Reza Shea in the corner. Johnson against Washington. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Porzingis sets the pick for Reza Shea. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know what makes Porzingis a nightmare matchup, guys, is his size, skill, and agility.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Washington kicks to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Washington, that's good.
The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
Young looking it over. Here's the 3. No good on that one. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this.
Hello, everybody. Before we dig into the game at hand, let's first catch you up on the trades happening around the NBA.
I'll say this. Going out and getting Cash Money Middleton, that's adding a serious offensive weapon to your arsenal.
Yeah, he adds a lot of scoring, can guard multiple positions. That's what they were looking for. And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Timberwolves.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a point of emphasis for them coming into this game.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Minnesota leading by 7. So on the floor for Minnesota, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Washington out there with Naz Reid. And it's Dillingham in at the 1 spot. Reza Shea with it. McDaniels picks him up. Sinks the 3-pointer. Johnson's got 28 points for the game.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Atlanta shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Pass to Porzingis. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. Porzingis has got 9.
You know, one of the things I love about Porzingis' game, he's really a terrific catch-and-shoot guy, especially for a 7-footer.
Reed with the screen on Johnson. Washington against Johnson. And if Washington misses,
a bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And the basket by Johnson.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now, here's Washington. 25 points in the game. Looking to end the run. And no good.
Not the start you want coming out of the locker room missing 3 straight like that.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Johnson. Pass to Daniel. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. All free throws good from Daniels. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Jalen Johnson with a strong contribution so far. This one.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Now, here's Washington. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
There's a screen. And here's Young from the arc. Timberwolves trail by 4. Trying to end the drought. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Edwards flexing on them now. Bully ball inside.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. High post Young. Still without a basket. It's tipped. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Oh, my. What a play.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance. Spruce it up a little bit. Basket good.
Defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Clark Nasreed, a former 6-man award winner in this league.
Yeah, I tell you, he was given the nickname Big Jelly in high school, and it has stuck with him. In fact, they've got some great T-shirts with that on. And to be honest, I like it. I just would like to know the backstory as to how he became Big Jelly. His game is pretty sweet, too.
Now, here is Young, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. To the paint, here's Johnson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And that's now 33 points for Johnson.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
To the inside. And Rizushik, the bucket on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Washington passes to Reed, and Reed throws it down.
That's what you want to see. Reed playing big in there.
To punch.
Hawks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% for the field. Porzingis finds Rizushik. Rizushik sets the screen from Daniels. No good that time. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3 from deep Washington. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Left side, Daniels. The Hawks working the ball around. Porzingis with a screen on it. Daniels, no good. Timberwolves leading by 4.
Oh, Edwards! And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Daniels with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Young inside. He's covered by Clarkson. Daniels kicks to Johnson. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Now, Washington, he has 30. Pass to McDaniels. To the middle. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Young sets a screen for Rizushik. That one doesn't go. Timberwolves leading by 5. McDaniels passes to Washington. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Washington's got 9 points here in the second half. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Timberwolves, number 1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Johnson outside. Pass to Newell. Kicks it out to Johnson. Clock at 4. A 3-ball. Huskin, no good.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
The Hawks trail by 7. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Johnson. Here's Newell. They set the pick. Here's Alexander Walker. Nice shot from the wing. Alexander Walker's got his second bucket tonight. Edwards fires from way outside. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Timberwolves lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Newell out there with Johnson. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Pumpkin in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Washington. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. That free throw good from Washington. Good on both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Pass to Newell. Drops in the tray. Newell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Buffkin. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Alexander Walker. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Newell, good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's Randall. Down low. Knocks it loose. Alexander Walker on the wing. That's good. It's Johnson with the assist.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. From deep Washington, Okongwu grabs the board.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Now here's Randall. And another one.
Well, he's gone up to 40 as he continues to just dominate.
You're right. We knew he had a shot at it tonight. He is now tied for third for the most 40-point games in a season. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Clark, he's checked in for Brown. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Robinson. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, guys. Well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the play with the team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Washington, that's good.
That's his second tray of this half. For the game, he's got 9 points from beyond the arc.
For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Pass to Washington. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
Johnson outside. Daniels sets a screen for Johnson. It counts, and the foul. Julius Randle picks one up.
Oh, great finish by Johnson. A chance to add another.
Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Julius Randle. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And Dillingham subbed in for Clarkson.
Shooting one.
And what I love about Jalen Johnson, just, how versatile he is. And the scary part, this guy is still improving. He's got another level to get to.
Now, here's Washington. And it's off from three-point range. Ricochet with it. Johnson in the corner. Good. Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Timberwolves trail by 6. And here is Washington. Shoots over Johnson. And again, it's Minnesota.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
They want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Daniels. Now Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Edwards against Daniels. Washington rips down the rebound.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Outside Edwards. Takes the three. The shot is off.
The ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
We've come to expect this from him in these situations. Extremely calm under pressure.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Leading by 5. From deep. Knocks down the three.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Ricochet ready to go once he got it.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And it's the Hawks' ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. Young! And he misses the J. Timberwolves trail by 8. Edwards fires from 15 feet away. It's good.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
Now, here is Young. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Buries the alley-oop.
Well, what an athlete this Porzingis kid is, man. I tell you, put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
Outside Edwards. For 3. And good. There's another. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The Hawks leading by 5. Young with the ball. Defended now by Dillingham. Fires the 3. Washington rips down the rebound.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Good, he hits again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Trae Young! Not gonna go. Timberwolves on offense. Washington's outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. Doesn't go in. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Washington's outside. Off target from outside. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now. Again and again, they're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Talk about much in the clutch. Big trip to the line there.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. They're trailing by 6. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Edwards, a three-pointer, good.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the Timberwolves call time. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw really changes everything here. I mean, now they just have to guard the 3-point line.
And so they foul intentionally. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
This fella knows how to finish a game off. There was no question about those free throws.
And so the Hawks take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
Not the outcome you had in mind tonight, MP, I'm sure. Did you see anything in your guys' approach that, despite the results, is cause for optimism after this one?
Man, only thing I liked is that nobody was happy. If you're happy after a game like this, I don't want you on my team. Point blank, period. I had a double-double, and you don't see me smiling. People always think there's some four-dimensional X's and O's going on when teams turn things around, but usually it's someone saying, I've had enough. We look like we've had enough right now. And, you know, only time will tell.
Thanks for talking to us, MP. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Tom. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And we'll see you next time.
What's up, MP?
Fucking lost to the Hawks, man.